I have got the most incredible paranormal phenomena that I've captured on audio to share with you. A manifestation of spiritual energy in the room around me. So keep watching so you can hear it. I am a medium. I have 27 years of experience as a spiritual practitioner. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm accredited. I have a huge amount of experience. My job is to work with the public. I demonstrate mediumship, spirit communication. People come to see me for what I call soul guidance readings. During a soul guidance reading, deceased loved ones will give me information about themselves, and also other spiritual beings will come in to bring wisdom, insight, philosophy. All sorts of information comes through. In December 2023, a client came to see me. She had booked the reading almost a year prior in January. Her family member booked the reading for her. She didn't even book it herself. I had no knowledge about my client. There was no way I could have researched my client. And there certainly was no way that I could know the information I was about to bring through to her in the reading in December 2023. We are now in February 2024, and I am now able to share with you what transpired in that reading. Not the contents of the reading, because that would be a breach of client confidentiality, but I can give you the gist of what happened, and also I can play to you, with her permission, the sound, the spiritual phenomena that manifested in the room around me. So I began the reading as I always do. In general, her loved ones came in, her ancestors. What I could not know was that her father had passed over to the spirit world, had died only a few days before. And she could have had no knowledge when that reading was booked for her a year before that this was going to happen, because her father died suddenly. I was able to pick up on her father straight away. He was so powerful in his intent to get through to his daughter to let her know he was okay, because he'd passed so suddenly, that he was bringing knowledge through, information, insight, facts about his passing to me, what happened, how it had unfolded. I was also being given information about the days post his passing, and even about the funeral arrangements that were being discussed, not even done yet, discussed, because the funeral hadn't happened yet. There was organisation going on. In short, I gave my client so much information that, one, she was thrilled, I was thrilled that her father was so close and able to give her so much information. She could have peace of mind knowing that he was okay. And two, survival of consciousness truly was being given in that session. I believe because this lovely father was only days over into the spirit world, his energy was still very earthbound and so strong, so physical. Have you ever seen those movies where you see a spirit person enter into the physical body of a medium?
Do it quick before I change my mind.
I mean, that's how it felt to me. That's not normal in the way that I work. It isn't usually that close, because that would be exhausting. Usually, mediumship with the general public happens in a more telepathic manner between medium and spirit world. Otherwise, the medium would just become burnt out. The reason that I'm explaining this is because I believe this is why the phenomena was able to manifest so strongly in the room around me on this particular day. Now, what also I believe contributed to the fact that physical phenomena was able to manifest is that higher spiritual beings came in. In the audio, you'll hear me perceiving information about St. David, but there were other spiritual beings coming in to communicate, and I was passing this information on. So I'm going to play the audio for you, and then I'm going to explain to you what I think this sound is. You listen to the 1 minute clip first, and then I will play just the physical phenomena sound to you 3 times, and then I'll be back. Like a death doula. So St. David, bear with me. I just want to look this up so I can understand the significance. St. David. Oh. I've just had something really weird go on. Sorry, that just made me jump out my skin.
Okay.
It sounded like a flame in here. Then I thought I saw something fall over, but I didn't.
Wow.
And then I've got a radiator on, that just clicked off. But, well, I don't know what that was. Did you hear it? I mean, when you listen back on the recording...
I just saw you jump. I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything. And it was
Okay,
such a
well, you will. When it's on the recording, I'm even going to listen back to that. It's at 20 minutes, all right? So we'll
Okay.
look at 20
About
minutes.
2 minutes to 11.
Right. On the recording, it'll be 20 minutes in. Oh. 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 So, what do you think of that? Leave comments below. What do you think this sound is? Do you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe in spiritual phenomena? Have you had experience yourself of audio like this? I've heard direct voice before in the room around me, but never an energetic sound so clear. As you can see in the audio, what fascinates me about this is my client didn't hear it in real time. Yet the microphones picked it up. We were on Zoom. This was an online reading. The technology picked up the sound. I clearly jumped out of my skin. So this happened. I even looked on my iPad because it's recording on my iPad on the day. I even looked to see if there was a sound effect that this could be. There's nothing on there. There's certainly nothing in the room, and I'm sitting in the room now, that could have created this sound. So just to maybe answer someone's questions in their head, this is where clients, if they come and visit me in person, they come and meet me in this room. I call it the snug. This is where the clients usually sit. And then if I pan around with the camera here, I've got it on a tripod. If I come around this way, you'll see there's my laptop. This is the usual setup for me. The pole you can see is my ring light. Sorry, it's in the way. But there's a chair here where I sit. There's the laptop that you can see here. This would be my setup. And there's the radiator that I mention when I'm talking to her in the audio recording. If I pan round again, you can see there's a window. It's just a plain wall here. And then if I come round again, you will see that there is equipment that I use when I'm teaching. And there's also a cupboard for my books on everything paranormal. And there's the door just to come in. And then we come back round here and you'll be facing me again. Okay. So there you have it. A very, very small room with nothing in here. This building is detached. There is just some land around it. There is nothing outside of this building that could have caused that. There was nobody inside the building at the time that could have caused that. Clearly it wasn't me causing that sound. Plus, if you listen back again, you will hear that the birds are outside, and you can hear the distance of the outside birds to the sound, the phenomena that is the difference in the phenomena forming around me. That you get a sense of, the outside world, how quiet it was around me, and how loud this phenomena is. I have asked the spirit world. They have told me it was to do with a higher being coming through a portal and the velocity of that doorway opening and the spirit entering. That's my best spiritual understanding of this. Of course, I'm keeping an open mind. Should it be that this is a perfectly normal physical phenomena that has somehow manifested miraculously, that never has at all ever before, I'll be open to that. I know that this happened as a spiritual phenomena because this sound was also accompanied by a flash of light that went past me, which also seemed to have a trail of a shadow with it. It was exactly at the time when I was connecting with the higher guides, and so it makes sense to me that this was a portal, a doorway being opened by the spirit world, and I have captured it in real time whilst I'm working as a spiritual practitioner, bringing two worlds together to bring evidence that there is much more to reality and to life itself than we could ever know.